dressing up and going to Halloween celebrations? No. Eating pizza while watching Drew Gooden on Halloween. Yes. Me like. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza.
Have you ever wanted to buy my
Krusty Krab. So I have to eat pizza.
cat? Well, too bad. You can't. She's not for sale. But for a limited time, you can purchase this ultra-realistic, perfectly proportioned, life-size replica of Bim Bim's tiny cat body. It's
Bim
soft,
Bim.
and you don't even have to feed it, unless you want to. But then it's going to start pissing and shitting all over the place, and you're going to have to clean it up. We also made this freak-ass hot dog figure that's trying to squish a tiny version of me. Why? Because I thought it would be
just
fun.
fell out of my mouth.
And I still think it is. You can order one or both or neither of these things at youtooz.com or by
Something
clicking
fell out of
the
my
link in the
mouth.
description. What the hell, man? Don't sneak up on me like that. Sorry, I'm just a little on edge.
Maybe it was nothing.
Amanda and I just got done watching one of the most disturbing and viscerally unsettling movies I've seen in years. If you've watched anything in theaters lately, you're probably thinking, what, The Substance, Terrifier, Despicable Me 4? No, I love those little yellow freaks. And The Substance just made me hungry. The movie I'm talking about isn't in theaters right now. In fact, it never even was. It's called Timeless Love, and it was made by Hallmark Mystery, one of the subdivisions of Hallmark, like Family and Wine.
People actually watch Hallmark movies? Like, seriously?
Did you know Hallmark made their own wines now? Cause I sure didn't.
Hey Hallmark fans, I'm Andrew Nelson, one of your winemakers behind Hallmark Channel Wines. These are real wines that we're crafting specific for Hallmark fans.
I like how right away they address the elephant in the room by insisting that it's real. Cause I agree, it doesn't look real. It looks like an April Fool's Day joke they forgot to take off their website. But they exist, and they made them specifically for Hallmark fans, which I think just means people who will buy anything if the branding on it is even vaguely Christmas. I ordered the wine before. I ordered Jingle and Joy. But according to the order number they gave, said no, only ordered Jingle. Was hoping for a discount, nothing, didn't offer anything. If it wasn't a gift, I wouldn't be ordering Joy. I do not recommend this product. I couldn't find you, went to hallmark.com. You canceled my first wine order and I still don't see a refund. I just reordered a bigger order in hopes you make it right. Yeah, that'll show them, Ron. Just keep giving them more money. They'll learn their lesson eventually.
We only have one wine tonight, ma'am. It's our specialty Hallmark sandwich.
Ooh, it's so good.
So the movie starts with what we soon find out is a dream sequence from the main character, Megan. It's a fantasy of hers that is so vivid, she wakes up from the coma she's in thinking it was real. She isn't married, she doesn't have kids, but she thinks she does because of her dream. And that's great and all, but my first takeaway was there's something about her husband that is a little distracting.
What?
Good morning, beautiful.
Shouldn't I be the one saying that to you?
Careful, or I will fall back asleep.
Oh, we can't have that, can we?
How do we put this? He's
very passionate.
He's very passionate.
We could just take a lazy day today.
I have 30 pages to write.
I have a photo portrait session later this afternoon. Shouldn't be complaining, do you?
His line delivery is just so
It's very theatrical. The choices he makes. We can't have that, can we?
Why don't you show me while I eat breakfast?
Ooh, I want some.
If we can have the kind in the can, sure.
What's the other kind? Homemade?
I'm not gonna make it from scratch, kids. No, I only like it when you make it from scratch. Who makes cinnamon rolls?
Cinnabon. I want cinnamon rolls. Okay, but
We gotta drive to the mall.
What do you want me to make for lunches?
I wake up. What you make for lunch?
What do you want for lunches today?
They're already worried about lunch. The day just started. Now, I understand if they're packing lunches for school, but one of the first things he says is, should we just take a lazy day today, implying it's Saturday? So why are you making lunch immediately if you're all gonna have a lazy day together?
Why are you so concerned about what your next meal?
You haven't even eaten your first meal and you're already worried about your second meal.
Game of hide and go seek. Okay.
Wait, so she's in a coma right
That's not a
now?
very good spot.
Yeah, favorite hiding spot around
Right in the
corner.
kitchen.
Kiddos are actually being pretty quiet this time.
Hey, Thomas, do you know where the kids are? Isabel. Come on, you're gonna be late.
Late to what?
Late for what? I thought they were taking a lazy day.
Late for
today.
lunch.
Thomas.
The whimsical music is an interesting choice here.
I mean,
Not
Hallmark
like you
is
shook a snow
basically-
globe and now your dream's coming true. This is
Hallmark is Dar Man with bigger budget.
Your whole world is disappearing.
Megan.
So Megan wakes up from her extremely long coma, a little disoriented, and everyone's very nice and understanding about it.
Where's Thomas?
Who's Thomas? My husband.
Husband.
Megan,
Yeah, this is that
You're not
Reddit
married.
story
You
from
are
a
not
long time
married,
ago.
and you don't have any children. Whatever other family you think you have, they don't exist.
Hey, we're glad you just woke up, but you're being crazy. Stop it.
Why would she think she's married? Or has children? The accident wouldn't make her think these things, would it?
And she's gonna see the
Brain
guy.
is a delicate thing. Okay, we don't
Stalk
understand
him.
it all.
End of sentence.
I love this doctor. How could this happen? And he's like, honestly, anything can happen. Brains don't make any sense.
I expected her to be happy.
Instead, she's miserable.
Expected her to be happy.
She hasn't smiled once all day.
Yeah, you know, when you wake up from a coma, you're happy.
I'm awake. I get to go back to my job.
Honestly, from a medical standpoint, this is the best possible
The
outcome.
best possible outcome is she wakes up and thinks she has a husband.
The crash happened 2 months ago.
So she got T-boned and she doesn't have a scratch on her?
Medically, that's best case scenario.
Yeah.
Put her back in a coma. So she can meet her husband.
No, I'm fine.
No, I don't have any bruises on my body. I'm fine. Physically, I'm totally fine. It's just up here, I got children.
Things should start getting back to normal now that she's home.
Considering the circumstances, everyone is very nonchalant about this. Just like, all right, why aren't you're home now? Be normal. She was asleep for 2 months. They thought she was gonna die, and it's like, all right, why is she being? She's being such a bummer.
Normal? Do you realize she isn't the same person? Our daughter thinks she has a husband and children. You think a shrink's gonna fix that?
They're
much do you
acting
think
like
they
she
get
just had a
paid for acting
breakup
in
and she like
Hallmark?
moved back home.
And she just needs to get over it. It's been 1 hour since she woke up from her 2-month coma.
Can
and
I
they're
be in a
like,
Hallmark
is she
movie?
gonna be this way forever?
All right. So, do you remember this?
Of course.
But she's also funny because she's like annoyed
Thanks,
when
OP
people
Jeffrey.
question her. To them, she is making up this entire life. Imagine if you woke up from a coma and you were like, I had 2 wives and you had this, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. We go home and I'm like, do you remember this place? And you're like, yeah, I remember this place. I live here. It's like, okay, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where the line is.
So, how's it been?
What?
Being back.
What?
What? What are you talking about? I don't know, being awake for the first time
Isn't
this
she in a
year.
coma? What
So
would
you
she
totally
even...
think you were married?
Yeah.
It still sounds weird.
Get back to your usual activities, exercise, work.
Well, my
Yeah, tell
work
her to
let me
marry
go
the guy
because I
from a
was in
small
a coma too
town.
long.
Tough break. Well, get a new job.
My job let me go because I was in a coma for too long.
Oh, get a new job.
No, he was like, wow, that sucks.
Okay, do you want to play that character? All right. I got an accident so bad I fell asleep for 2 months and they fired me because my coma.
Tough break. What was your job?
I worked at the toilet paper factory.
Get a new job.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep you focused on something else while giving you perspective you might not get if you keep trying to
Is this what
figure out what
therapy's like?
happened to you.
He's supposed to tell her what happened to her.
Yeah, let me know if you ever crack what's going on in your brain.
What have you thought about going back to work?
I'm working on it. Not my old job, though.
Getting a new job.
Not going back to that.
I think I'm just gonna go back into a coma. Things made sense there.
The receptionist job is a short term, but the owner did hint at something permanent. Here is the address. Be there tomorrow morning at 9.
Oh, hi.
You must be the temp. Thomas.
It's him.
Megan? Murphy.
Megan or Murphy?
Hi, my name's Amanda Murphy.
Well, which is it? Amanda or Murphy? I'm gonna call you Murph.
So mostly
I know
just
you.
use
I
the
married
schedule
you in a
for
dream.
customers. When people call in,
Isn't that so creepy?
I'm sorry. Are you all right?
I'm sorry, you just look so familiar.
That's so creepy.
I was in a coma for 2 months. This is gonna sound crazy. And you were my husband.
Hired. Full time.
Oh, perfect.
Very bad photography. Can I help you? And you can bring in a couple changes of clothes, but we just need to keep an eye on the time so everyone has enough. Yeah. Oh.
There's no way she gets through this first day and still has a job. She's being so weird. He's demonstrating to her how to do her job. He's answering the phone and she should be taking notes. And then instead she's like,
She takes a picture of him.
taking a flash photo of him.
Well, I have an appointment in about 10 minutes, so.
Someone did that to John
If
and
you need
blah
anything,
blah.
photo
They were
policy,
so weird.
prices, payments, cancellation policies, anything
saw
like that.
it.
They are right in here.
In this chest.
They are all somewhere in this cupboard. It's like 3 things. He should probably tell her what the price is, so she has information when
They're
people call.
in here.
You'll find it. I don't know, there's like papers in there. Just scour through those.
Definitely get there.
Okay.
No way it's the same guy.
I think I know my husband.
Thomas is real, and I love him.
You know those edits people do of Ross from Friends where they take out the laugh track and it makes him seem schizophrenic? I feel like you could do that with this movie too. Take out the quirky orchestra music and change the color grading and suddenly you've got a psychological thriller.
One day maybe I'll. Wait, I'm sorry. How did you know my name was Claiborne?
And that would be so much more interesting to watch than this movie where nobody reacts to Megan the way that they should.
Megan Murphy. Natalie Gray. I'm Tommy's girlfriend.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Amanda? Bim Bim? Thomas? Edward? Patrick? Brady? Junior? What happened to my wife? My cat? My 5 handsome boys?
They never existed at all.
What do you mean, strange man?
You've been in a coma for 7 years. Don't you remember? You got hit in the head with a frisbee, knocked you right out. Doctor said you've got the weakest skull they've ever seen.
No, this can't be real.
Unfortunately, it is real. And it never would have happened if you had a VPN.
What?
A virtual private network.
No, I know what a VPN is. I just don't see how that would have helped this situation. Well, you said I got hit
The
by a
blonde
frisbee?
actress is
Aren't
homophobic
VPNs
in
for,
real
like,
life. Wait, how do you know
cybersecurity?
this?
Honestly, I don't really know, but I would love it if you'd explain it to me.
Fine, maybe I will tell you about today's sponsor, NordVPN. It seems like everywhere I go online, people Italy just to watch the Lizzie McGuire movie? No, that was just one night. Okay. We did other stuff too. We watched Ocean's 11. NordVPN also has a dark web monitor that will alert you if any of the data associated with your email address gets a member. Yeah, it's a job.
Look out with my boss. All
At
right.
the same time tomorrow?
Same time tomorrow?
Yeah, 8 a.m. Uh-huh.
It's temporary.
So he wants to fire her. Oh, I just gotta get through this 2 weeks. You're the boss.
I mean,
Wait, that's
she's
so
competent
creepy.
enough. She's just weird.
I guess
I need
you
to know
can't
what
fire
happened.
her just for weird vibes.
Hi.
Morning. Wow, that's hot chocolate. It's my favorite kind. Extra creamer.
Extra creamer and
Took
hot
one
chocolate?
sip of hot chocolate. Oh yeah, there's extra cream in here.
Chat, let me know if you put creamer in your hot chocolate.
I just miss it. You know, the closeness that we had.
Which he can't really have with you when he has a girlfriend.
You know how
That's
the worst
so
part of going to
creepy.
the vet is when you take your sick animal in and you're trying to talk to the vet, but they're just yapping with their friend about the guy that she likes.
Poor guy.
Like, she
Got his
is
paw run
fucking
over by his own
insane.
bike.
Ouch.
Thomas, he's my other half.
Is she allowed to just sit and yap while she's like examining a dog?
She's like euthanizing the dog. The family's crying, and she's just like, I think he's the one.
Wanna get out of the studio? Megan, could you do me a favor? Yeah, could you run in there and move that barrel just a little bit to the right? Yeah.
He should be utilizing her.
Yeah, he shouldn't have hired a receptionist. He should have hired an
Photo
assistant.
assistant. Yes, that would have probably made more sense. Just like
Yeah, just a little bit.
also, that lighting is not good.
That lighting is
That
so
not
bad.
good.
But you got to get that barrel in frame. That's what really matters.
So, what happened?
What?
You just said you had the best day.
Oh, I just got a job I've been grooming myself for.
Grooming.
That's a crime.
I'll get to put together field studies to wherever I think will be beneficial. I'm hoping Tommy can come along for those.
Let me
but-
guess, the
Why do you
girlfriend's
call him
a
Tommy?
bitch.
What do you mean?
I just thought he went by Thomas.
Well, I've known him for a while, so it's a nickname between us.
That's such a funny question. to
What?
ask.
If his legal name is Thomas, why you not call him Thomas? And your girlfriend can call him something else.
That's a rude question.
Wait, who?
Why the fuck do you call him
Do
that?
the people that write these movies think it's good, or
Daph.
do they? Are they just like whatever? Oh no, his dad died.
Like tissues and toilet paper.
His dry goods.
Hi, Megan. The client, Mr. Claiborne, called. He had a family emergency.
What?
His mother died or something. So anyway,
Okay. I should have known that his mother would die.
What?
I assumed when I saw the photo in his office that it was a memory.
Well, sure, that's why we take pictures.
She's trying to explain the philosophy behind
Yeah,
photos.
no, photos are from the past.
They're memories that we keep on our desks at work.
They're just more vivid versions of what we think in our head.
Got it.
Hey, Dad, do you need anything to eat? Dad.
Dad, snap out of it.
Your wife
So
died, what, 2
anyway.
hours ago? Get over it. Everyone in this movie is so impatient with people going through stuff.
Really sorry for what you and your dad had to go through.
Thank you.
I know it's probably not my place, but I knew your mom was going to die. So if that helps you in any way.
You know, in many cultures, death is a celebration of life.
Now she's on some
Yeah.
bullshit.
She's cool though. I want to go travel with her.
I'm way more interested in her as a person than these other two.
Hey, if you don't have any plans today, do you want to come to the aquarium?
Okay, dude, asking a guy that has a girlfriend to go to the aquarium with you, just the two of you, oh, that is some scheming shit.
Aquarium.
It's like a zoo, but it's just fish.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, she's a trifling hoe.
Wow.
A shark?
Yeah.
Three
Just swimming
sharks.
with all the regular fish, and it's not eating the fish.
And I got in an accident recently, so it has been a bit of an adjustment.
She never even told her about her accident. She rolled out of a coma and started this job. I mean, I guess you don't need to tell, but that's kind of a fun fact, I guess.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I was conked out for 2 months. I just got out of the hospital yesterday. And how does
Hey,
the
John,
phone
let's
work?
go
Your
skinny
parents, they,
dipping as
still around?
friends.
Yep, I have dinner with them every Sunday night, whether I like it or not. What about your parents?
Well, my mom just died last week.
And what about your parents?
Sorry, I've been talking so much about me. And what does your mom do for work?
Just give him time. He'll find his way.
You seem so sure about everything all the time.
Yeah,
You
because
seem so sure about everything all the time.
It's like you know everything that's going to happen for the
so
next 4
creepy.
months, and nothing past that.
Feels like, I don't know, feels like you know me.
Are you doubting your whole dream coma thing? A girlfriend doesn't matter if he's spending all his time with you.
Yeah, but I don't want to be that person.
What person?
The person who steals someone's boyfriend.
Well, is it really stealing if you know you belong together?
Now you're making me sound like a stalker.
A little bit.
maybe she was obsessed with him before
Yeah,
she got in
that
the
would be an
coma.
interesting twist. This same movie, but the twist is she was stalking.
Yeah,
this
somebody
guy
steal
for
this
months
plot and
ahead of
make it
time, and
better.
That's how she knows all this. But she just thinks it was this quirky little dream she had.
I wanted it to happen
Enjoying
to it so
sandwich.
bad. I wanted to start off as a Hallmark and then turn into
Like that Netflix show, Kevin Can Fuck Himself, that just like hard cuts into a completely different directing style. That would be so
I
interesting.
want that.
But no.
It's this.
It's this.
You have any idea how much a good tripod costs?
Yeah, well, if it's so expensive, why don't you use it? Oh, just leave that. I'll get it in a second.
What is this? This was in your purse.
It's just some notes.
About me.
It's not what you think.
How do you know all that about me?
God, this would be such
That's
a perfect
so
moment for the twist
creepy.
where she's actually been stalking him.
Yes.
And she made up the whole coma thing. She didn't even get in an accident. She was faking.
It's hard to explain.
Have you been stalking me?
No,
And
not
he's gonna
at
fall
all.
in love with her.
How do you know all this?
I know all this about you because
I love you.
we were married. And I know how that sounds. Believe me, I do.
There was definitely a way to ease into this conversation a little bit more like, okay, this sounds crazy. I was in a coma and I had the most vivid dreams. Just like we were married. Don't you remember? You're a creep.
Don't you see? Look. The color purple. It's your favorite color, but you lie and tell everybody that it's green. And football. You don't like watching any sport other than football. Your mom. I never met her because in my dream she was already gone, but that's how I knew that you missed her. And that has to mean something, right? That it has to.
Oh my God, this is.
Wait,
this
don't
is
tell me this has a
insane.
happy ending with them.
There's no coming back from this.
Isabel and Dylan, they're...
Our children.
Well, I guess it was just a dream you had.
I feel like, what the
I
fuck?
think you need to leave now.
Yeah, I do.
Right now, I would be shocked if I could raise from this.
No way. He's like, I don't know. Maybe she was telling the truth. He's
They-
so underreacted to that information.
What's wrong?
I just realized I needed to be honest with myself. And I think I was just letting this keep going because it felt...
He's gonna leave her
Maybe
for...
the timing's for the best. I got approval on a field study to China.
She's way cooler than him.
Yeah, she
Broken
is.
up with him.
Usually with a movie like this, they make that character more of a villain, more of an obvious, like, there's something. But, like, she's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
The main character is the one with all the red flags.
I'll miss you.
No, you won't.
You're so much cooler than me.
Yeah, he doesn't need this dork.
What will you be doing?
moving forward. Sure you want to sell Mom's car?
I don't need 2 cars.
That's a great response.
What a funny, blunt line at this point in the movie.
His mom just died. So anyway,
she's sitting on the sink. It's so unsanitary. That's where they wash the dogs.
Pine Creek Farmhouse. I've been there.
And I miss it.
Sort of.
She confessed in the worst way possible. I'm not on her side anymore. She fucked up. She fumbled. But now, like, he's starting to have second thoughts.
So I was just going through the receptionist desk here, and I found some things Megan Murphy left behind.
Oh, I can give her a call.
Is there an address I could send that to?
Let me look at what I have.
Sure, I'll give you her address. We do that
Sure.
here.
Yeah, we give away personal information all the time.
This is a typical Hallmark plot?
Yeah.
Just insane people interacting.
She was right.
The movie should have been 3 hours long so they could really explore why she knew. There's like the love story, and then there's like the how the fuck did she know about?
Yeah.
How is she correct in all these like predictions?
And why is every fish
Who watches
in the same
these
tank?
old
I have a
ladies,
million
I think.
questions.
Maybe we can figure out.
There should have been fireworks in the fish tank.
Fish all like explode.
I hope I live up to what you know about me.
That's so crazy.
Ew!
so
He
weird
reminds
for
me
him
of
to
those
just
like
accept it.
TikTok
I
or
love a
Riz
good romance. I can't
TikTok,
get behind
like Riz
him just
TikTok,
falling in love with her.
like
If
Riz
I met
TikTok,
someone and it like really hit it off for a couple months, and then I
Riz
find out
TikTok,
they knew all this stuff about me, I would think they were a stalker.
bait,
I would
like
feel so
the-
weirded out. I would feel.
I bet a stalker wrote this movie.
Yeah.
This is a stalker's
thirst trap. That's the word.
Dream where I learned all this stuff.
Thirst traps.
You
Like
know
Riz TikTok, they're like,
He likes it.
I think he's just so used to having a girlfriend who's too cool for him and genuinely does not give a shit about his life. A year later, they have a 5 and 6 year old. Why would they hang individual photos of each other and not? They don't have any together at this point.
I like it.
Nice job, Mrs. Claiborne.
Also, he just called her Mrs. Claiborne, so they're married. It's been 1 year they're married already.
And they don't have any wedding photos to hang up?
No, no, they got married and they only have the one photo he took of her at their first photo shoot together. Stupid movie.
This is perfect.
And how can they afford this house?
She works for him.
He makes a little bit of money and gives some of it to her, and they pool that together to buy this beautiful house. Hallmark makes pretty good movies.
Did someone
But what
said
they
that
make
blonde
especially
actor
good
lady,
is their
actress lady
wine.
is
So be
homophobic.
sure to check out Hallmark Sandwich Wine. Go to hallmark.com. You're not going to find it there, but you'll find it eventually. Hallmarkwines.com.
Sandwich.
You guys, me sipping my sandwich. Hallmark is also homophobia. Well, that makes sense. Let me put my plate away. She said gays are not real? Really?